BookTube! We're gonna try a different angle. Very casual video for you guys, and so I hope you enjoy it. First of all, thank you guys for the love on the previous few videos. I love everybody who's showing up. Thank you for showing up. You're making this little man's dream come true. Secondly, it's the beginning of the month, it's beginning of June, and so let's talk about the books that I want to read in June. You know, this is like clockwork. Beginning of the month, we're going to talk about what the books I want to read. At the end of the month, we're going to talk about all the books that I didn't read that I said I was going to read that month. You know how it goes. This is like clockwork, okay? I'm setting expectations and I'm meeting them. After finishing all 13 of those books, I haven't finished a single book in 2 weeks. I have not finished a single book. I'm currently working on 4, and I'm trying to read other ones too. So the first book that I want to finish is M.H. Allende's A Song of Legends Lost. I'm currently 54% of the way through of the book. I got the arc of it, which is the only reason why I was like, wait a minute, I really wanted to finish this book and post a review on it. I don't think I'm doing that by June 3rd. It comes out June 3rd, I believe, and I don't think I'm doing that by June 3rd, unfortunately. But we're gonna get through it anyways, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it. It's a pretty interesting premise, and I do enjoy it. Essentially, it looks like it's either a world broken between technologically advanced people and tribal, non-technologically advanced magical folk, and them, like the tribal world is navigating, you know, we're finding these little bits of what they call tech work, which is basically just tech, and, you know, figuring out, is it safe for us, is it not safe for us? There's this whole propaganda of only the high priests can handle tech work and cleanse it, and all the high priests already know that like tech work is harmless to everybody. We just should be putting all this technological power in the hands of like the low folk. Only the high folk, only the royalty can really be using tech work. That mixed in with them having to ward off what they call the gray bloods, which is basically either animals or humans or some sort of humanoid beings who have merged with tech, like cyborg type things, and kind of fighting them off. It's a little bit of a lot of things. It's really hard to explain. And the third thing, which is the magic part of it, is like the tribes invoke the magic of their ancestors through their bodies, and only certain people can be invokers. And it's a very big honor to be able to invoke your tribe's ancestor into your body, etc., all those things. And so we're following multiple different characters. We're following a late invoker. We are following a young girl who randomly gets the spirit of a long lost person inside of her who isn't like her ancestor. I think he's evil. I don't know. But he's helping her protect her family from the slumlords in her area. And then we have a captain who's the wife of an invoker. We also have like a high priest who has been hoarding tech work, and kind of seeing that story of like how he's like evading the other priests because they're supposed to be cleansing them and destroying them, not hoarding them. We're getting the POV now of a person called Runt, and I don't know who Runt is. So we'll see. It's a lot of stuff going on here, and it's so new to me. It's taking me a little bit of time to go through. It's so interesting, though. It is very interesting. One of the biggest points of it that stood out to me was one of the scenes where that young girl who had this spirit of that old soul in her, and the old soul was speaking to her, and she kept ignoring it, right? And because she kept ignoring it, some bad things happened to her family on behalf of the slumlords, and he kept saying, I can help you, I can help you, I can help you, and she was still not agreeing for him to help her, even though her entire family was coming under fire, her brother was killed, all these things, right? And the same frustration that I could tell like the character herself is feeling of like, I just gotta wait it out and it'll be fine. I just gotta wait it out and it'll be fine. And it wasn't getting fine. That was the same frustration I was feeling of like, why don't you just fucking take his help? Please, take his help, fix this shit. I know what happens in stories like this. I'm breaking the fourth wall. Please fix it. It was so interesting being able to feel the same type of frustration that the character is going through in yourself. I think MHIND is actually doing a great job of narration. This is another unique story from an indie author. I believe it's their debut novel as well. I don't think I talked about that. It's their debut novel. I would put this story up probably around, so far, around Bone Shard Daughter. Like an Andrea Stewart type of story, type of like narration and like storytelling. Which, if you're a fan of Andrea Stewart, like, you gotta pick this up. But I will tell you about the book when I finish at the end of the month also. But I think it's already really good. It's only been 50% of the book. The next ones that I do want to finish are Cello's Gate, which I have here. Well, let's just show you the rest of the book, right? Here's the next stack. I do want to finish Cello's Gate for sure. I want to see if I can get through Nova Terra Titan. I only got like 10 pages in. I just don't think it's my vibe right now, bro. But I want to see if I can get it, get it done. Figure it out if I actually do like the book or not. And then I actually downloaded the ebook for Sons of Darkness. And so I'm trying to see if I can get through the ebook more easily than the actual physical copy, because I cannot get through the physical book. It is just not. It's not. I don't like the reading experience so far of the physical book. So I'm hoping I can just I can manipulate the reading experience through the ebook and just read that instead. That's really what I'm hoping for, to be honest. And, yellow backlit, larger text. I can just read and tap, and hopefully that will get me through the book faster. Because I really want to read this book, mainly because I want to move on to Doors of Midnight by R.R. Virli as well this year. But I have to get through Sons of Darkness first. It's a promise to myself and an unspoken promise to Gaurav Mohanty. Also because I kind of want to talk to Gaurav Mohanty. I want to interview him for my channel, and I can't do that until I finish the book. The next two. So after reading those 4 books, if I can get through them, interspersed with those 4 books, I want to read these 2 that I got this month, that I got in May actually. The Persians and the Shastri's Last Day. I just think this would be interesting books as like a flavored, a new flavor to read in June, instead of reading all the books that I usually read. Would love to read these 2. I think it'd be really fun. Something different to talk about, something different to read and listen to. And, I still think it's going to be fun regardless. And the last one is, if I really try hard, I really want to read Card Mage, Tournament Top Decker. That's been on my brain for about a month now, and I haven't done it. And so June, gotta get that one in. Gotta get that one in. Sorry. So yeah, those are the books that I want to read this month. These 7? That's not happening. That's that's not happening. Not at all. That's not happening this month. I know I only really talked about A Song of Legends Lost, but that's also because in my last video, I already kind of talked about all of these books in general. So I don't think you want me to repeat that. But in case you want me to repeat that, MHIND's A Song of Legends Lost, I've already talked about it. Sons of Darkness, Gaurav Mohanty. It's an epic fantasy based on Indian mythology. It's very deep, very layered. I cannot wrap my head around it yet. I'm fucking Indian. So that's a kick in the balls to me. Nova Terra Titan is basically the origin story of Thorn the Giant from Forge Master, in terms of how he becomes Thorn the Giant. And apparently his name is Xavier. And he starts off in a wheelchair. And I kid you not, I was thinking of X-Men the entire time. I was like, is that Professor Xavier? It was not. I don't think it's Professor Xavier. But it's pretty interesting characterization, or recharacterization of the name with wheelchair. But we'll see where that goes. It's basically him getting into Angoril and figuring out how the game aspect of Angoril works before whatever else blows up. We'll see what happens. Cello's Gate is probably the one I'm going to read after the Song of Legends Lost. That one's fun. It's Sky Pirates. That's what I've gotten over the first 100 pages. It's Sky Pirates. But it's interesting. It's interesting enough, and it's an indie book, and a lot of these indie books are so interesting. They're so aggressively interesting. I really do enjoy them. The stories are so different than the usual traditionally published ones that you see. I And then these two are just two like dark humor fiction novels of Persian/Indian women and their family lives. It's really what it is. I don't know how else to say it, but I'll tell you about it next time. You guys have a great day. I love you all. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what you're vibing out to right now. If you're a vibe reader, let me know what you're vibing out to right now. If you're a mood reader, let me know what you're mooding out to right now. And if you're a logical, planned out reader, let me know what you're planning to read this month. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.